This past summer, one of my kids kept saying over and over, "This is the last time we'll do this. This is the last family dinner before I leave. This is the last Sunday at home. Last time I'll sleep in this bed." And they said it so many times that I started bracing myself for when they would say it again and again. And I get it. Those lasts are big. And for them and for us, really. But I started noticing something. We were tracking every one of their lasts, and nobody was really paying attention to ours. Welcome to Create Your Best Empty Nest, episode 18, eye-opening advice about firsts and lasts. Are you ready? Let's begin. You spent the last 20 plus years living on your kids' timeline. The senior calendar is on your fridge, it's in your phone, the countdown to graduation, move-in day logistics, mission farewell planning, every single thing belongs to someone else. And you've been lovingly present in all of his or hers first that you genuinely have stopped asking, what about mine? Not in a selfish way, in a very real, honest, I'm still a whole person way. So you might be feeling now like a little hollow or that busy that used to fill every single corner of your day just kind of evaporated. And now the house is quiet and you're standing in the middle and wondering, who am I when I'm not managing someone else's everything? Maybe you're feeling a little guilty for being a little happier or a little enjoying that freedom. Everyone says it's supposed to feel like freedom, and why doesn't it feel like that yet? Research actually backs this up. When the first child leaves, a lot of moms experience a real dip. It's not weakness, it's what happens when a role took up 80% of your identity and suddenly it redistributes itself and nobody told you what to do with that space. I was just recording a podcast for a few weeks in the future about this and how no one tells you about this. No one tells you how this feels or once they leave. And it's something that a lot of women don't talk about, but every woman feels. This is real and we're going to talk about it today. So this episode is going to talk about helping you with a completely different frame for this season. Not as something that's ending, but as something that's beginning for you on purpose. And there's 3 specific things you can do today to start noticing and collecting your own first. All right. Number 1 is their lasts are real. I mean, all the last soccer game, the last baseball game, softball, play. I mean, there's so many lasts, especially for their senior year. But their lasts are real, but yours are too. Let me say that again. Yours are too. So you don't have to choose between honoring their season and honoring your own. So this season, as you know, we have senior night, last soccer game, the last school play, the last time you'll pick them up from somewhere, the last Sunday, everyone at the table for dinner. There's a lot of lasts for them. And you feel it deeply. And your kids keep saying, this is our last over and over. Like I said, that summer right before they leave, it just feels like you're bracing yourself for their last. And they do, they feel it. They're marking their moments and they're trying to hold on to it. And that is beautiful. Let it be. It's normal and natural. But what we're skipping over is that you are having these last too. This last school lunch you pack, the last time you're needed in this specific daily constant way before they move out. The last time someone's practice schedule tells you what your week looks like. Those lasts are yours too. And they deserve to be acknowledged, not rushed through, not shoved down so you can hold it all together for graduation. Felt. Psychologists call these moments temporal landmarks. They're the moments that make us stop and ask, who have I been? Who do I want to be next? Your kid instinctively knows this. That's why they're naming their lasts. The last time the friends will do this. The last time we're going to have family dinner together like this at home. They're doing their identity work. And you're allowed to do that too. So here's your belief shift. Before, I just need to hold it together and be happy for them, to after, I can feel all of this and start paying attention to what's beginning for me. So here's your practical take-home tip. Write down 3 of your own lasts, not theirs, yours. Say them out loud and write them down. Then say, that mattered and I was there for every bit of it. Okay, number 2. The cocoon isn't comfortable, and that's the point. That lost, foggy, I don't know who I am feeling, that's not a problem. It's the process. And most women hit this season and decide something's wrong with them, that they're not handling it well, or they're lost without the daily rhythm of the schedule and knowing what's happening next and what their kids are doing. And they feel unanchored and a little formless. Like they should have their next chapter figured out, or they don't know even what they want to do. And others think that they'll figure it out on their own later, someday. They call it a crisis. They panic. They either throw themselves back into their kid's life to fill the space, or they freeze. So what if neither is a crisis or something to power through? What if it's a cocoon? Inside of a cocoon, the caterpillar doesn't sprout wings. It completely dissolves. I know that sounds gross. This is the point of the process where if you cracked it open, you would find the caterpillar in progress. You would find liquid. It's kind of a biological soup. Weird. It's completely unrecognizable, and neither what it was nor what it's going to become. That's interesting, isn't it? And that sounds horrifying, but what if it's the only way a butterfly happens? It takes that process. And here's the thing, the caterpillar doesn't panic or fight its way out of the cocoon too early. The resistance of that cocoon is what builds the strength for it to have wings. It needs that process. And if the fog doesn't feel right now, that I don't know who I am outside of this role feeling, that is not a red flag. It's the cocoon. It's your cocoon. That dissolving is not the problem. It is the point. And if you think you can figure out that caterpillar season on your own, that beautiful butterfly takes a process, and I can help you do that. So a lot of women think someday I'll do that, but then they don't want to stay in that cocoon. You are meant to be beautiful butterflies, just like you're helping your kids to be. So here's your belief shift. For 4, something is wrong with me. I should have figured this out by now. How come I'm feeling this way? 2, after, I'm in mid-transformation. The discomfort means it's working. Here's your practical take-home tip. Next time that fog hits, instead of fighting it or catastrophizing it, just say to myself, I'm in the cocoon. This is the process. Something is coming. That one reframe can change the whole emotional experience of the season. Okay, the next point is that spring is coming for you. And this is not fall. It's not things going to sleep. It's spring. Something is waking up. A lot of women think my best years are behind me. I heard Kristen Andrus, she's a speaker. She said that she was speaking to 300 women and she asked them, are your best years behind you or in front of you? 90% said her best years were behind her. This is not fall, ladies. This is not winter that everything's going to sleep. Your life's over. The kids are gone. This is spring for you. A new season is awakening. I love that. Spring is my favorite season. I love the flowers, but it's more of the feeling in the air. It's that spring has all the possibility, the invitations. The first morning when you wake up and you can go outside on a walk and it's starting to get more light, it just feels like it's full of possibility. It's a little bit of electricity in there. I don't know what exactly, but I know it's going to be good. That feeling is not reserved just for spring. It's available to you right now in this actual season of life. The kids have a lot of firsts coming up as well. First day of college, first apartment, first time moving out of the house, first child, etc. You can also have your first business, first trip without the kids, first time creating a chapter that you're excited about and what you love to do. The empty nest is not fall. It's not things going quiet and going to sleep. It's spring. And spring means something is about to wake up. The question is, what? So here's a belief we're sitting with. If you desire something, it's for you. Not random, not silly. It's for you. Desires are our roadmap to our best life. The things that you keep wanting. Here's some first. The hobby you keep bookmarking. The trip you keep saying someday about. The class you looked up and then closed the tab on because it felt indulgent. Those aren't flukes. They're arrows, and they're pointing you to something that's real about who you are when nobody else is setting the agenda. What did you love before being a mom? What do you think about in the quiet? What made you say, I'd love to do that before you change the subject? That thing, it didn't show up by accident. I was playing pickleball with a friend of mine, and she hit the ball and she said, back corner. And then the ball goes out, and she doesn't apologize. She doesn't shrink or explain herself. She just laughs and said, I was just being nice to myself. 6 words. I was just being nice to myself. That's the whole lesson. She was fully in it. She was learning something new, and she gave herself complete permission to be exactly where she was. No guilt. No, I should be better at this by now. Just showing up, laughing, and being kind to herself as she learned. I know it kind of feels uncomfortable in midlife where you feel like, I should be good at this. Learning something new feels awkward or weird, or, we haven't really done that for a long time, but you have in different ways. And so just being willing and I'm just being nice to myself, even when the ball goes out of bounds. I have the cutest nephew named Judson, and we call him Juddy, and he has bright red hair, and he falls down, and his mom says, are you okay? And he just gets up and looks up and says, of course I'm okay. I built different. I just laughed when my sister-in-law told me that story. And my daughter teaches 3rd grade, and she says that's kind of a phrase for kids now. I'm built different. And I love that you are built different too. You have learned all these lessons. You have been a mom. You've taught. You've learned. You've grown. You've made mistakes, and you've grown from them. And so just be like Juddy. Not defensive, not dramatic, just settled. He knows who he is. He knows he's going to be fine. He gets back up like it was never a question. So that is who you're becoming. Not a woman who never gets knocked down, but a woman who gets back up like it was never a question. So here's your belief shift. Before, my exciting years were when the house was full and I was needed. That season is over. 2, after, the spring doesn't apologize for coming after winter, and neither do I. Okay, so open your phones right now. Look at a saved post or your Pinterest board or your YouTube watch history. What theme keeps coming up that you're learning about over and over just for fun? You didn't say those things randomly. Write down what you see. This is your spring trying to get your attention. Okay, their lasts and their firsts are real. Yours are too. And you're allowed to honor both at the same time. The fog and that formlessness of the season is not a sign you're broken. It's the cocoon. It's the process working. It's turning you into a beautiful butterfly if you allow it and start living your own life. Coaching helps you do that. There's skills and mindset that help you get through that identity of what you want to do. And we're kind of rusty at it. We haven't thought about ourselves and what we want to do for a long time. Those tools and that mindset help with coaching. And something in you is waking up, and the things you keep quietly wanting are pointing right at it. You have cheered for every single one of their firsts for 20 years. You showed up for their lasts and their first. Now it's your turn. Your firsts are waiting. Go get them. I'll see you next week.
If this felt familiar, you're not alone. I created a short quiz, Who Am I, after the kids leave. It helps you name what actually is going on for you in this season and what you might need next. You'll find the link in the description. And if you want more conversations like this, you could subscribe. I'm here every week.